Every year on the weekend of the Indianapolis 500, something really special happens. Now on Fridays here in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is where I am, hi, it is Art Volo here, for video air checks. And, you know, they have a lunch at Skyline Chili, which is across from the Castleton Shopping Center up on the northeast side of Indianapolis. And the Friday before the Indy 500, they get an exceptionally large turnout, as you can see by this enormous crowd. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down the row of all these people and pass the mic along so everybody can say who they are, what they did in a former life. And this is how it all unfolded on today, which is May 27th, 2016.
Hi, I'm Don Hibschweiler. I do the morning edition hosting on WFYI, formerly Dr. Don on Gold 104.5. Before that, it was Don Riley, WDRQ Detroit, Jerry Riley on Wham in Ann Arbor, Don McKay on WIBC overnight, and I was Larry Lujak on WLS.
Bill Molino with WREY New Albany, WXVW Jeffersonville, WVEZ Louisville, WXUS West Lafayette, and lots of others. In addition, Harris Corporation Broadcast Group and Broadcast Electronics of Quincy, Illinois.
Hello, Art. I'm Jim Traeger. The last station I worked for here in Indy was 97.1 WANS. Did a lot of work in the Chicago suburbs, WCFL, stuff like that. Met you once before, Art. You don't remember me. Over at 99.9, the bus.
Hello there, Art. Long time no see. At least been a year since our last race weekend. Gosh, what all have I done? I don't know. Yeah, I moved to Arizona. That's what I've done. I've come back here just to see all these guys and have some Skyline Chili because I left here in January after 29 years of doing our Skyline Friday. And it's been 128 days or 18 weeks of not having Skyline. Radio for what, 40 years in this market, now doing full-time voiceover and loving every minute of it.
Artie Widgery used to be with WYJZ, Smooth Jazz. Right now I'm just a voice actor doing lots and lots of video game voices. And here we are at Skyline Chili, having a great time, welcoming back Johnny and everybody else. Yes, sir.
Give me a voice.
Welcome to the hourglass of the universe. I am home.
Rich McDonald, and I've worked at WZPL in Indianapolis years ago. I also worked at WENS, WFMS, been at many of the radio stations around town, and I currently am not doing a whole lot of anything except sitting right here about ready to enjoy a chili dog and having people persecute me here. But we are doing it live off the pristine shores of Lake Castleton on a beautiful Friday afternoon.
Hi, my name is Jim Burrows. Several years at WIBC Radio and KFDK Radio in Sacramento, California. I've known a lot of these guys That's exactly right. I've known a lot of these guys most of my life, and a lot of them are exceedingly older than I am. So it's good that I get to come out and hang with them before they pass on.
Hi, I'm Rich Cunningham. I had my day in radio years ago. I was Rich Allen, Z96 up in Lafayette. And today I'm a voice actor as well as a software industry executive.
I'm Art Baker, Bounce Bell Baker's oldest son, and got to be around radio, but never actually in it except in high school and college. And I own Broadcast Productions, still do audio and video production work that my dad and I started back in 1970.
Hi, I'm Steve Newman from WINT Radio in Cleveland, Ohio. This is my first Skyline Friday, although I've heard about it for, 20, 30? Yeah, this is my first. I am a friend of Johnny George, who is now living in Phoenix, Arizona. We met back in 1976 when we were both working in nightclubs, spinning as the studly studs that we were, the chick magnets, the disco DJs. That's right, disco will never die. And I've been coming to Indy for 40 years, checking out the races, and every time I come to Indy, I look up Johnny George, and I haven't seen Johnny in probably 15 to 20 years, so this has been like a real treat.
Art Volo, radio's friend, or the DJ's best friend. Dr. Dave from WLDE, WAJI in Fort Wayne. Before that, Randy Taylor at WNAP and Wendy. Back in the 70s, from about 74 through around 77, 78. Valentine's Day of '78, Q95 went live. Worked in Phoenix, Minneapolis, Fargo, Nashville, Dayton, Ohio. I can't keep a job. So I'm actually out of radio full-time now. I've been with Sarkis Tarzi in the past 23 years, but recently left radio full-time, and I'm CEO of a high-tech firm in Fort Wayne that has purposed a new use for FM radio. I got to tell you, I got to interview my all-time favorite DJ of all time.
And I'm listening because I'm on the internet.
His name is Buster Bodine. You got to interview with Art Volo here, and I told him
can I curse?
Yeah, it's on the internet. It's not terrestrial. Fuck!
Sorry, I've been wanting to do that.
That's built up. That's been pinned up in him for decades.
Thank you. Now you'll sell that, right? Yeah, of course you will.
Just tell him. I guess they'll pass the mic around. Tell them who you are, where you worked.
Yeah. Buster Bodine, WNAP, 10 years, long time. Oh, so much damn fun. Mr. Dugan is here, and I think Dave might have a whole shtick he can do for you.
Hi, I'm Wally Baker. I was one of the original Wife Good Guys back in the early 60s. And then after I left, I went to the Fort Wayne and Toledo, Ohio market. Then came back, and before I retired out of radio, I worked at WTLC when they first came on the air. And let's see where else I worked. I worked at WGEE actually for a while. And then my last job in radio was at Super Shirks WXLW. Went by the name of Scotty O'Brien. When I was at Wife in the early 60s, I went by the air name of Troy Summers.
Hey, this is Orly Knudsen, Happy Norwegian. I was at WIBC in the golden years along with Gary Todd, Chuck Riley, Fred Heckman, and everybody else. I was there for a total of 10 years. Been up in Minnesota working for CBS in the morning show for 20 years. Came back here, B105.7 part-time, and now I'm just coming to Skyline Chili and watching Art.
I'm Scott Wheeler. I have worked at probably almost every radio frequency in Indianapolis, AM and FM. Not quite, but almost. These days I do freelance production work and consulting for some radio stations way out west, and come to Skyline Chili every Friday.
Hi, I'm Russ Carter, and I spent a lot of time at WGEE. Then I moved over to WIRE for 17 years. Here in Indianapolis, yeah. We actually played those little black things called records. I would have no idea what to do inside a radio studio today, but I sure had fun when I did.
Hello, Art. John Raybold here at Skyline Chili, Castleton. If you want to pass radio, mostly in Terre Haute and Casey, Illinois, but here in Indianapolis, I just like to hang out with these folks who actually did something with their life in radio. I live vicariously through them. Work for a funeral home. I also work for the Indiana Donor Network. I've got a limousine. I just brought the animal in. He just came in sweetly. How was your ride, Mr. Animal?
Hey, that was first class. Oh, Mike O'Brien, the animal. WNDE, WIFE, WTPI, and Amos, all the Amos stations, as well as an engineer. I've been around the block.
Hi, I'm Blaine Thompson, Indiana Radio Watch from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
My name is Jive Ivan, one of the original disco DJs in town, along with Johnny George back in the late 70s. Still doing parties and weddings behind the board, playing the boogie. I see my man Buster Bodine behind me. He's the one that actually gave me the name Jive Ivan years ago.
Well, welcome to the Skyline Chili reunion here. This is Russ Dodge, owner of Russ Dodge and Partners Media and Marketing Company, and glad to be part of this group. Longtime radio guy here in Indy at places like WTLC, WXTZ, WXLW, Amos, and Radio Latina La Que Buena. Absolutely phenomenal to have all this, and more importantly to welcome back Johnny George, the founder of this great event, as he has found it necessary to come back from Arizona.
Hi, this is Danae and Brian, and we are actually friends of Gary Hoffman. We came as a guest of Gary's, and we've been coming ever since. He passed away suddenly last June, and there was a memorial for him here on One Skyline Friday.
Dan Davis, voiceover, WMDH Newcastle Muncie, WZZY Winchester, Indiana.
Hi, I'm Jay Baker. You might have remembered me from such incredible radio stations as WCPL and Q95 Radio. I spent a lot of time with the Bob and Tom Show. It was a lot of fun. It didn't pay worth a darn. That's why I'm in a Skyline hanging out with Art Volo. There are a bunch of very elderly radio guys. They're not young like me. They're not vital. I don't know what's wrong. I got to go grab my walker, but I hope that you are enjoying this lunch.